I'm getting a full-on snuggle here. Let's hope he doesn't show his best side. All right, Dante, what you doing? What you doing? You gonna say good morning? Say good morning, beloveds. No. Okay. As I'm trying to get him to look at the camera, he ducks below the frame. Oh, you're such a good boy. You are such a good boy. So they're about a year old now. He is enormous. I was standing, I think I was brushing my teeth one day, and he comes over and he hooks his paws over the bathroom counter from the floor. This cat is just, and he always had enormous paws, and he had this particular way of standing, like his paws were spread out wide. I was just like, you're going to be big, aren't you? His brother is a normal sized cat, and he's just, giant. Not on the level of our Maine Coon. Cause Hayes stood, like, his shoulders were other cats came to his shoulders. And Dante's not quite that big, but, for a cat, he's big. So, it'll be interesting. They're not due to go to the vet until August for their booster shots. But then we'll find out how much he weighs, because, like, he's big. And solid, too. Like, he's not fluffy. He's solid. All right. But you are not here to listen to me talk about my cat. You are here for a new design for living, so let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email is info@creativelife.org. That gets you one email a week, tells you what's going on for the week and the month, and the hot links are hot. Click here now means it. It is also a blind CC, which means nobody will see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. I think that's it. I'll mention the social media merely from the standpoint of we do not monetize the social media. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we do ask you to do instead is go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you're on. And then engage with the individual post by reacting to the post, commenting on the post, sharing the post. Bumps us in the algorithms, more people see our stuff, and frankly, that's the goal of social media. We think we have good tools to share. We hope you agree. Like I said, free and easy way you can support the center. It's springtime here and I have a headache because of allergies. The pollen count is really, really high right now. All right. A New Design for Living is the process of science of mind. This is one of the last books that Ernest put out. And I think he was like, okay, we've done enough theory. Let's actually tell people step by step how to do this. So it's been a fun ride. We are currently in chapter 11. We are doing You Live Today. And today's title is The Time is Now. And literally now is in air quotes. So let's see what The Time is Now is about. Okay? The only time we will ever have is now, the immediate moment. The question that naturally arises then is how wisely are we using it? Are we retreating into the memory of past, daydreaming into the future? We do not want to encumber this eternal moment of ours with vague dreams of tomorrow, nor clutter it up with refuge from the past. We can neither live in the past nor in the future. But the thoughts of the past and future can so color and contaminate our emotional and mental outlook that our reaction to this moment, each moment we have, will be a thing of despair rather than joy. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a minute because there's a couple of thoughts. One of the things, and I think it was Lao Tzu, but it could have been somebody else who has been attributed with saying, that depression is living in the past and anxiety is living in the future. Oh my God, you're adorable. Yes, you are. I wish you could see him. He's standing on my paw, but kind of leaned back, or standing on my leg, but leaned back. Okay. All right, Dante. You're very distracting. And that's one of the things that I've heard Jesse say is talking about our habit of at a certain point, everybody reminds us of somebody else, or everything reminds us of something else, or every event reminds us of something else. And so basically what's happening is because it reminds us of something else, then whatever reaction we had to whatever that something else was, we're going to take out on this new person, event, or thing, and that's not fair to the person, thing, or event, especially if we've had a negative experience. It's like, oh, okay. You remind me of my ex, and I had a really terrible relationship with my ex, and therefore I'm going to treat you, I'm going to treat you differently because you remind me of my ex. You are not my ex. You probably have a completely different personality than my ex. And yet, this is what he's talking about. That's kind of what Ernest is talking about here. Allowing it to color and contaminate. And worry will do the same thing about living in the future. So, it's a thing, and we need to be very aware of it. If we should have an unlimited acceptance of all good things for ourselves, is this not the very acceptance a direction for the law of mind to produce more moments like this one? And would not such an acceptance have to be one that affirmed that we, right now, possess the desired good? Not tomorrow, not the next day, for they never come. When there is such an acceptance of good, it must be on the basis of believe that you have it now. Okay? Which can be a little, believe that you have it now can be a little tricky. And one of the ways that I got myself around that is remembering that whatever good I might desire already exists in the mind of God. So it already exists. It may not be physically present yet, but it already exists in the mind of God. Okay. This does not mean that every moment of our lives will be filled with complete happiness, that everything that the heart can desire. However, we should learn to take from each moment only the joy, the lesson, the good that is in it. If we take only the bad, is it not out of this bad that the next moment will be born? Life is often filled with undesirable situations and conditions, and it can become a bed of roses only when we are willing to pick the thorns out of our flesh and throw them away. Okay. Okay. So what he's saying is, everything isn't going to be wonderful all of the time. That's just not how. Could it work that way? Yes. Does it work that way? No. Is it possible that we could get there? Yes. But as I point out on a regular basis, and Jesse has pointed out on a regular basis as well, we live in relationship. We live in relationship with other people. We live in systems that have been built, and systems that have been built that don't necessarily work for everybody. In fact, they rarely work for most people, but we're not going to go there. This is not the time nor the place, because we do have to go there. And that's the whole point of social justice. But for the purposes of this, what we have to remember is life is a mix. Life is a mix. If you want more good, then you have to focus on the good. And as he just said, focus on the good, because that is what the next moment will be born out of. If you're focused on the bad, then the next moment is going to be born out of that. And then you wonder why you're getting what you're getting. Okay. If you want life to be a bed of roses, then you've got to be willing to pull. There's going to be thorns. You got to be willing to pull them out of your flesh and throw them away. And I like that he said, take the lesson, because no moment is wasted. No moment is wasted if you learn something from it. So if you are in a situation that is not your preferred situation, learn from it and move on. And just leave all of the emotional clutter and nonsense behind. It's like, okay, you know what? I've done this. I don't have to do this again. I've learned my lesson. I don't need to do this again. And it can be that simple. And here's where I remind you, you don't have to do it by yourself. You absolutely do not have to do this by yourself. That is the point of community. And community that's the value of community. Like, especially the point of practitioners is if you can't believe it, then a practitioner will hold the space until you can. The practitioner can't believe it for you, but they can hold the space until you can believe it for yourself. And sometimes that's all you need. You just need to keep the hole from closing in on you. And a practitioner can hold it open. And it doesn't even have to be a practitioner. It just has to be somebody that cares about you, loves you, and wants the best for you. So, the moment is now. The time is now. It's all we have. And so focus on the good, harvest the good, keep the good, because that's what your next moment's going to be born from. All right. If I could sleep like a cat, man, I would never be tired again. You right, baby? Nope. Yep. And he has presented belly for belly. The most amazing thing about this, he likes to have his belly rubbed. Never had a cat that likes to have his belly rubbed as much as he does. He's full on his back. Purring away. Okay. All right. Yes, you're safe. You're safe. You're safe and loved. Okay, I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, a fantastic day, magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a rub that belly day, a cuddle your fur babies day, a drink plenty of water day, a do what you got to do day, a let's start wrapping this week up day, a take care of business day, a you got this day, a make sure you make time to sit down and rest day, a eat something really amazing day, a talk to somebody you hadn't seen in a while day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, because occasionally it is, I get it. Simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godly. Explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. It's all the divine knows. And from there, anything at all is possible. All right, beloveds, I'm going to rub this belly just a little bit more, and then I'm going to move on to the process of my day. So I'm going to remind you, Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9-ish. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.